Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on GTA 5 for a scavenger hunt race. The way this works is pretty simple. We are going to be competing around a 6-lap race. However, we must change car at the end of every lap. And we cannot use the same car, the same type of car, more than once. So, for example, I'm using a Buffalo here for the first round. I cannot now use a Buffalo again. But I could use a Shafter, or we could use an Oracle, or whatever. We're just going to have to be changing vehicles at the end of each time. But of course, you never know what you're going to find at the changeover point, and it often gets quite chaotic. Plus, the race itself is going to be taking place on, well, city streets, and traffic can and does make an appearance. So there's this bit here, we've got a little bit of Sky Circuit to be driving on. This bit here, we do not. There are trucks in the way. You can get really screwed over with traffic cars. It does happen. So far, I mean, it's not been the best of starts for me in this one, although... Oh, let's try and... Whoa, hello. Did not know that was there. Sneaky longbow, placing explosive barrels for us to run into. Bumpy's got a Sultan, so they are one of the vehicles, one of the potential spawning vehicles. The whole lead pack is actually very close together here, which is good. I mean, fair play to Blakey keeping the Buccaneer up in the lead group, probably one of the slower vehicles. But if you stay in the slipstream, you can make the slower cars work. You really can make the slower vehicles, work fairly well. Oh, I had nothing to do with any of that. I have snuck my way past. We have survived the absolute chaos that is... Oh, I've gone the wrong way into the wall there. That was foolish. Right, I know exactly what I'm going for. It's a little bit... Oh, it was a bit blocked in. It has now phased its way through. I guess we're going to take this... Ah! No! Come here. I need your car. Well, I wanted the Rapid, but this is going to have to do. Right, let's go. We've actually not come out of this very well at all. That is unfortunate. Yeah, I saw an opportunity to get a Rapid, which is great. We want that. But, oh, Crane, it hit the traffic and tried to get across to the inside. Couldn't do it. I mean, yeah, this is a half-decent car. It's an all-right car. It's not the worst car we could have got, like Blakey, for example. Oh. We had to jump on the brakes big time there. I'm trying to get the inside of Bumpy, and it's not worked. We've lost out big time on the lead group. We were right there, but it's just been a bad changeover. We probably ran a little bit further than we wanted to try and get a car. Now, it would have been fine if we got a quick car, but we didn't get a good car. So, yeah, big problems for us. Hopefully, with a little bit... Hopefully for us, there's still fast cars coming later. We could do with getting a Rapid. We could do with getting one of the Audis or something like that. Would be very, very helpful, if at all possible. We could do with the leaders maybe having issues with traffic. This looks like quite an interesting spawn set. We are seeing quite a few fast cars around the place, so a Banshee would be helpful. Fusillade would be very helpful. Not turn one of those down. We're just going to have to wait and see, though, because we don't know. We don't know what's going to be at the changeover point each lap. It doesn't seem to be quite generating the same traffic, so the map shouldn't break like we have had in recent times. Right, we will slide in and just make it difficult for Bumpy here to be getting out. Now, I have not driven a Sultan yet, so I am good to take one of these. I mean, we're at a bit of an awkward angle, but yeah, it's a solid turnaround. It actually is a good little turnaround here. Absol's still behind us, but Absol does not have as good a car as we do. It looks like Bumpy ran and jumped in an F620. Yeah, Sultan is a good choice here. Level 8 leads the way, from Gliska, then Longbow, then Liam. That is the group of cars up in front. There is something there having a little dance in the floor, which... fair enough. Sometimes you've just got to have a little dance. And that particular car was going for it then. This, unfortunately, with no slipstream or with no one to be working with, I think we're going to struggle to really make up a huge amount this lap. I mean, the hope is that the cars ahead are burning through their good cars and they will have less good cars to choose from. That being said, though, of course, I've been in pretty good cars myself. We are very much looking for... Well, we're looking for Banshees. We're looking for... Lombow's not in a great car. The Sultan, we have had a very good end to this lap. I'm going to guess Liam may have been involved in an accident, battling away with Longbow there. The Sultan gets a big bounce and we lose the rear end. And that's okay. That's fine. It could be a hell of a lot worse here. Right. Okay, so Gliska was in a Comet. Right, over the wall we go. Zion will do very nicely. Zion is perfect. It's facing the right way. We can jump in it and go. Okay, Gliska's gone. Gliska took a little bit more time. Maybe I should have taken a little bit more time. Although, it's not the worst idea, the Zion. It's still fairly solid in terms of cars. Yeah, maybe we could have gone and got the Rapid. I spotted a vehicle that I thought was a solid enough choice rather than spending too much time. And we've closed in on Gliska. Level 8 is absolutely flying at the front of this, and level 8, barring a massive problem, is going to claim a victory unless they get stuck with a truck or something at the end of this race. You don't want to go crowding out. When you've got a fast car, the last thing you want to do is go crowding out the slower car. But, whoa, come on, stay in the slipstream. We stay in the slipstream of the 9F. That would be very, very helpful indeed. Come on. There we go. Right. No, it's just got far enough away. A little bit of curb boosting will help me. Liam's not far away. Don't know how many laps we've got left to go. Probably not all that many. I didn't really fancy playing with traffic if we could help it. We're going to have 2 more. Oh, changeovers. I mean, I had nowhere else to go in that one. Definitely not what I needed, though, because it brought Liam back in. One of us is going to miss out on a podium, and I'm not sure who at this stage. I don't know who is going to miss out on a podium in all of this. Here we go. On to lap 5. We have got another car change coming up. I mean, I can drive a 9F if one appears. I can still drive an F620 as well, and a Banshee, which is very, very helpful. We have not driven the Rapid yet. It looks like... Well, I mean, it looks like, honestly... Okay, honestly, 9F, perfect position for us as well. Not only is it a perfect position in terms of, level 8 has still got a bit of a gap. Liam has, no, level 8 doesn't have a bit of a gap. Is that level 8 in front of me? I thought that was Liam. It's not, no, Liam's in a Buccaneer. Okay, we are chasing down level 8 here. There's going to be one more car at the end of it. And... I mean, what will we have left? Oracle looks possible. I mean, Banshee would be very helpful if we could get a Banshee at the right time. It looks like I'm chasing down a Zion. Looks like that's what level 8 is running. I mean, we've picked the right moment in some regards to get a 9F, but of course, we don't know. We really, really do not know what we are going to be facing when we head up towards this final changeover point. We've had very good cars so far. I know we've had very good cars. It's worked out very nicely for us. Level 8 is dodging the traffic. We go different ways through there, but it has all worked out pretty nicely. Here comes, I mean, the Carabinese is here as a possible as well. That's in the spawn set. We will take the lead of the race as we head into the final lap. What can we do here? Will we be able to get a nice vehicle? Will we be able to... Oh, God, that's really laggy. Right, what have we got? None of that is calling to me. I mean, I think an Oracle is the best shout I've got at the moment. Best shout for a car that I have not driven yet, because there's, you know, Asteropes and other garbage. This thing's not bad. Go, Oracle, go! It looks like level 8 may have got a shafter. Don't know what's going to be quicker out of the two of these. Shafter, possibly. We may have to deal with that, because catch-up, slipstream, will be slowing us down. This track... Maybe not the most intense for catch-up. It is down here. The mid part of it gets a bit twisty. Don't you bloody dare. If I get taken out by a traffic car phasing through a wall, I'll be very sad indeed after this, because we came from absolutely nowhere here. Oh, like that. And we have been absolutely murdered by a traffic car. Come on, game. It's like it's bloody listening. We came from nowhere, and... a random buffalo has decreed that we will die now. Yeah, barely seen that happen once all race, and of course on the final lap we get murdered. However, here comes the speed of the Oracle. We are going to make a pass stick on the shafter. We've got one more corner to go here, and then we've got to run to the finish line. I don't know who is in what further back. Please do not let there be any traffic cars. Please do not let there be anything mean. Level 8's looking for slipstream. Level 8's not going to be able to do it. Gliska's closing, but it won't be enough. Victories! Oh, somehow, after a fairly poor start, we made that one work. Oh, we almost got screwed. We almost got screwed. It's... Oh, at the end of that, the traffic car so nearly killed us. Oh, but we made it work. Just about. Level 8 takes second. Unlucky Level 8 had such a huge lead for so long as well. I'm not sure whether a combination of catch-up or a mistake or a bad car somewhere. We didn't see, of course, all the cars they were running. Yeah, we had a poor first car. Well, no, the poor first changeover kind of thing. It was a bit of a scramble, but yeah, we really, really fought back very, very well indeed. I'm happy with that one. So, for round 2, I can definitely see an idea that is going on here. Yep. No one wanted to see an Infernus be available from the start, so they've just decided what it needs to do is be upside down. I'm not actually sure what I want to go for in this one. The Gauntlet is tempting me. The Buccaneer, though, might not be a bad shout, just because it's easy to get out of this. Oh, are we not? Are we not going? Okay, wait, hold on. We'll go back for the 1 minute 30 start. I don't know if everyone was ready or not, so we will get people set. Because it takes a little bit longer to get to the start line. There are not many cars here. And it is a question of, are you better off just getting something and getting going rather than fighting? Or are you better off actually trying to get something bizarre? Blakey's going for a run. Who would have thought? I'm going for the Buccaneer. Oh, I have gone for a jump strategy. Okay, I'm not going for the Buccaneer. Oh, hey, Absol. You can stay in the car, but that's not quite how that... Oh, Blakey. Oh, dear. Blakey went down the road to try and find some traffic that wasn't spawning, really, for us, for reasons I don't quite understand why the traffic wasn't working. Absol could have stayed in our car. I don't know whether it kicked them out or whether they got out. Absol could have stayed as a passenger in our car. It has happened in the past. Wasn't expecting Gliska to go for that bucking, I'm not going to lie. I thought Gliska was going to go over to the other side of the road for, like, the Gauntlets or something, which is what slightly caught me out, because I was going for that car. You know, that was the goal. This vehicle's all right. It's nothing crazy special. I say all right, as we are currently leading the race and everything. But yeah, you know, it will work and be relatively quick, especially considering everyone else has crashed behind me. Okay, this is helpful in terms that it'll give me a relatively peaceful changeover for the first time around. We might be able to, you know, spend a tiny fraction. I mean, it's one of those things, you want to spend your time, you want to have a look around, you want to see what your options are, because I probably could have done better in the previous race had I looked a couple of times a little bit more. But you don't want to spend too long. Any time spent looking for cars is, you know, well, time spent not, like, driving and everything. Oh, how is my vehicle made it over there? Or is that Blakey's? I don't know, it's probably Blakey's, because Blakey had to respawn. Okay, I mean, there is an exemplar now that's had a crash and a rapid. I'm just going for a Zion, because at least mine's easy to get going. They are throwing cars into that wall. Holy crap. I mean, okay, so we've gone Oracle Zion. Sorry, Oracle Sentinel. It's a choice. I don't know whether Gliska is going to make up the time it takes for Gliska to run over and get in that car and get it going, whether it is going to make up the time around the lap sort of thing. Probably at this point. But it does mean that those rapids and so on, if I want one, I can potentially use one later. So there's no guarantee, and this is, you know, if you've watched one of these before, I will say it in all of them, but I will say it again because it is significant. You might wonder why, you know, wouldn't you want to save a supercar for the end? Of course you do. You want your fastest cars for the very final, you know, laps. The problem is you don't know what's going to be spawning when you get there. You can't sit around and wait to hope an Infernus turns up, for example. So if you can get a supercar, you're going to want to, really. Like, that is just the way it goes in this. Gliska is definitely catching. Yeah, I mean, the Infernus is going to catch, but they will have burnt the Infernus now. So if I can find an Infernus, there is nothing Gliska can do to match it for pace. And at the end of the day, they've used the not the Infernus, sorry, a bullet. I take it back. They've used it, but oh, okay. Well, we are parked. Oh, I mean, I know exactly what I'm going for. Speak of the devil, the Inferni is here. Right, good luck. Gliska has an F620. They have got a slightly better changeover, but yeah, I mean, this is the dream, really, for us, isn't it? We got the fastest option. Although what will happen now, a little bit, is we are going to tow Gliska around a lap. So Gliska is going to have a much quicker lap with their F620, potentially, if they can stay in the draft of us, a much quicker lap than they would normally, because they have a fast supercar to follow, and the fast supercar being slowed down by catch-up. Does mean we've burnt the Infernus for future rounds. We know there's a Bullet spawning, we know there's a Rapid GT spawning. Those are, you know, some solid other cars. Gauntlet we haven't had a go with yet. The F620, I mean, the F620, it's not, you know, the fastest car here, but it is still pretty good. We have thankfully got it out of the slipstream, away from the slipstream window for Gliska. So they we cannot be pulling, we aren't pulling, I'm doing a terrible job of English at the moment, we aren't pulling the car around. The difference between the front group and those further back has been quite stark in this one. It does happen sometimes with these. If you have bad luck in one of these, you can have really bad luck, and there's only so much you can do about it. It's starting to get a bit messy here, which isn't ideal. What do I want out of this group here? I mean, it feels like the best bet is Feltz spawning as well. Okay. We can slightly sneakily run over a Gliska. I mean, we needed to turn the car around. That traffic's got a lot worse. That traffic's got way worse than we were expecting. I think because the field spread is so great here, the traffic's just not despawning as we were expecting it to. So, naturally, of course... Woo! Hello. Traditionally, we managed to find a new way to have problems while I mean, we're making GTA do something it's not designed for, really, here. Don't you bloody dare. I mean, yeah, we've got a big gap here, but we have burnt two of the faster cars that we can use. I mean, the Bullet Feltz are things that I'm looking for. Honestly, I think at this stage of the race, I'll take a Gauntlet, and I've got the time. This is the beauty of being the car out in front. We have got the time, provided the traffic hasn't gone weird. If the traffic goes weird on us, we could be in a lot of trouble here. Because, yeah, there might not be anything around, but we're going to have to wait and see. It is a 10-second lead over Gliska. Gliska and Longbow can potentially work together to try and slipstream their way towards us. That is, you know, very, very possible. Don't know what car Gliska ended up getting into in this one. We will head around the final corner here, and it is... Well, down toward, yeah, there is just nothing is despawning at the moment because there is just a constant stream of stuff. And now there's an explosion. That's bad. Oh, that's really bad. No. Don't want that. Christ on a bike. Well, I want that. Everything is exploding. I don't know how we're going to get through this mess. Alright, can I free the Bullet? I can. We've lost a bunch of time to Gliska. Oh dear. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Get through the explosions. I mean, we've got out of it. We've got out of it with a Bullet, and we haven't driven the Bullet before. However, we lost a heap of time in that one. Stevie may have killed... Oh, it's gone. It's just every time there's a new thing. Gliska has made massive gains on... Yeah, Gliska's made massive gains on us while we were stuck there. I couldn't run through the line of cars trying to get... I'm going to guess maybe... Might have been Stevie that initiated the explosions or something, I'm not sure. But yeah, we got a good car, but we just couldn't get out. We couldn't really navigate that area because there's so many explosions. I had to wait for it to die down enough for us to go through. That's a new catch-up mechanic, if ever I've seen one. Just explode everything so the leader has to pause or risk dying. Yeah, there's a new one. Well, I was going to go for a Gauntlet, but we've had literally all the supercars for this. We've got one more time. Apparently, I got an assisted kill on Absol. What did I do to Absol? Oh, I ran over Absol at the start, but that was a long time ago. Yeah. There are still people at the changeover point right now. That doesn't fill me with confidence as more explosions rock the game. What is the gap? 4 seconds to Gliska. That is not as much as I was wanting. Would have liked a lot more comfortable of a lead there. The explosions are still going on down here. It is just permanent explosions pretty much happening. I mean, there is an Infernus back there. I mean, I can't go for it. Of course, we have already driven one. I spot a Gauntlet that I would like, and the Gauntlet is going to have to do. Come here. No! Oh, okay, I think we're done. I think we might be a little bit done here, because, yeah, Gliska's got away. I just can't even get in a car at the moment. Should have got in the green F620. Gliska's got this. We've just stuck with a Phoenix now. Yeah, so many explosions were going on the other side of the road. I tried to go and get something, and it was just not quite going to be enough in that one. Ah, damn it. There, play is on foot. Yeah, unless Gliska has a terrible final lap. If I could have got that gauntlet could have got the gauntlet without it sort of freaking out and moving around. Would have been a close final lap, I think, actually. But we just lost too much time. Again, really? Bloody hell. The explosions have scuppered us a little bit. It's still been a good race. And I mean, let's face it, the car luck I've had in this cannot complain whatsoever. Just at the end, we couldn't quite get in the right place to utilise. Unfortunately, we might even end up losing second, depending on what cars those are behind us, as they are seemingly catching quite quickly. Phoenix, not really the best for this. Would have much preferred a gauntlet, but it was very much a case of anything that wasn't complete garbage was was going to be worth it. Oh, it's at least a second. It's at least a second. I mean, I say that, yeah. Could have won. We could have won, but the explosions were very difficult to navigate. And fair play to Gliska, they did a much better job. She did a much better job of navigating that than I did. We'd end up 10 seconds back in second. Bumpy would come home in third. Well done, Bumpy. On the podium with fastest lap of the race as well. Liam would be fourth in all of this. Longbow is still running. Oh, I love every time we've done one of these. We've just come across a new problem. There's always something. There's always something. There's always a new problem. I guess Longbow has crossed the finish line there in fifth, so it's going to be Crane versus Stevie here. Well, it's actually a little cluster of cars. It's going to run out of time, unfortunately for Stevie, Crane, and Level 8 as they round towards the final few turns. Oh, the Super Diamond sent it and has put Crane in a wall. Oh, poor Crane. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. I mean, it was good fun. It was suitably chaos, and I mean, that is what you expect from a scavenger hunt race at the end of the day. So, yeah. Can't complain too much, even though slightly gutted. That is going to be it for this video. A very big thank you to Longbow for building this this mad circuit. Of course, thank you all very much for watching. Until next time, goodbye.